Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be reviewing Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 4, titled 73 Yards. But before I get to that, and the cast list, and all of the usual stuff, it's time for the trailer. So here is the Doctor Who Season 1 trailer.
Give me the loving!
Where did he come from?
I don't know, he sort of popped up at the right moment. And then he spoke about time travel.
Ruby,
Do you want to know my secret?
I have the whole universe at my fingertips.
And I'm all on my own. I'd love it if you came with me.
Who are you?
I'm the Doctor. It's called the TARDIS. It's a time and space machine.
Is it safe?
No idea.
What if I change history by stepping on a butterfly?
Well, that's not gonna happen, is it?
Oh, what's wrong?
With all my adventures, never seen anything like this before.
Oh my, Bridgerton! This place is completely mad.
Things seem to be turning more and more supernatural.
Is that monster?
No, don't be silly. There's no such thing as monsters. It's just creatures you haven't met yet. There are powers beyond the universe, so vast. The whole world could slide into the pit. This is what we're trying to stop.
I'm still Mum. I need to know she'll be okay. You'll keep her safe?
I will keep us safe. I promise.
It's taken me all this time to realize what I'm here to do. I'm gonna save the world.
Everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Time may change me, but I can't trace time.
That was the trailer for 1. So, yes, now it's time to on episode 4, titled 73 Yards. But before I get to my review, it's the usual. So we're starting off with the cast list, which is the Doctor, played by Ncuti Gatwa, Ruby Sunday, played by Millie Gibson, Enid Meadows, played by Sean Phillips, Roger A.P. Gwilliam, played by Anrin Barnard, Laurie Palin, played by Maxine Evans, the Woman, played by Hilary Hobson, Hiker, played by Susan Twist, Joshua Steele, played by Sean Pritchard, Ethel Jones, played by Gwen Morris Jones, Thin Lucy, played by Alan Davis, Eddie Jones, played by Gwen Pritchard, and 73 Yards also features Miles Ukili, Sophie Ablett, Shane David Joseph, and Amanda Walker. The writer of 73 Yards was Russell T Davis, with the director being Dylan Holmes Williams. The synopsis for 73 Yards is: landing on the Welsh coast, the Doctor and Ruby embark on the strangest journey of their lives. In a rain-lashed pub, the locals sit in fear of ancient legends coming to life. 73 Yards was released on the 25th of May 2024 at 12 a.m. GMT. My opinion on this episode is I loved how Ruby-centric this episode is, and I liked the inclusion of Kate. I enjoyed the time travel scenes. And now it's time for my review of 73 Yards. Here it is. So the TARDIS materialises on top of a cliff. The Doctor informs Ruby that they are in Wales. Ruby tells the Doctor about her previous visits to Wales. The Doctor tells Ruby about Roger A.P. Gwilliam. The Doctor steps on something and the Doctor disappears. Ruby asks a woman about the whereabouts of the Doctor. Ruby encounters a hiker. Ruby recognises the hiker's face. Ruby witnesses the woman terrorise the hiker. Ruby enters a Welsh pub. Ruby explains what Google/Apple Pay is to the landlady. The other customers at the pub take the mick out of Ruby. Ruby asks the landlady and the other customers about the woman following her. The woman terrorises one of the pub customers. The landlady and the pub customers scare Ruby with the myth of Mad Jack. The landlord lady changed in there. The landlady gives Ruby some spare clothes. The landlady asks Ruby to leave. Ruby says goodbye to the doctor through saying goodbye to the TARDIS. Ruby uses a train to return home. Ruby returns home and reunites with Cherry. No, yeah, Cherry and Carla. Just wrote it the other way around. Ruby tells Carla about the woman following her. Carla encounters the woman. Ruby speaks to Mrs. Flood. Carla abandons Ruby and Cherry. Ruby tells Cherry about Carla leaving. Ruby is unable to get into her own house. Carla asks Ruby to stop calling her. Carla references Ruby being abandoned by her birth mother. Ruby meets Kate Stewart, played by Gemma Redgrave. The reason why she's not in the cast list is because she wasn't known before the episode went up. Kate introduces herself to Ruby. Ruby tells Kate that Carla has taken legal action against her. Kate explains what UNIT is to Ruby. Kate also explained the TARDIS's perception filter. Ruby tells Kate that the woman is always 73 yards behind her. Kate reassures Ruby about UNIT training. Kate issues orders to the UNIT soldiers. The woman speaks to Kate. To Ruby. Ruby breaks a plate. Ruby turns 25, then 30, then 40. Ruby finds out that Roger A. P. William used to be known as Mad Jack, as the Doctor mentioned at the start of the episode. Ruby plans on saving the world. Ruby joins Roger's election campaign team. Ruby witnesses Amal Rajan interviewing Roger. Same with Kate Stewart, played by Gemma Redgrave, not in the cast list because it wasn't previously announced. Ruby wants to spend Roger wants to spend an insane amount of money on nuclear weapons. Roger asks Ruby about Marty. Roger becomes Prime Minister. Ruby talks to Marty about Roger. Roger's campaign team arrive at Cardiff City Stadium. Roger is waiting for the nuclear codes and wants to declare the UK independent from NATO. Ruby apologises to Marty. Ruby makes Roger resign as Prime Minister. The woman is still following Ruby. The woman is an older Ruby. Older Ruby visits the TARDIS. Older Ruby never found out who her birth mother was. Older Ruby's in hospital. The Doctor reappears and the woman vanishes, and the episode finishes off with the trailer for Dr. Bubble, Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 5. And I've already recorded that preview for Dr. Bubble, so it's going to be slightly out of date, but as I mentioned in the preview for 73 Yards and Dot and Bubble and Rogue and The Legend of Ruby Sunday and the Season 1 finale, Empire of Death, I recorded them back to back, so they were all there, so I didn't have to think about, I've got another episode to record it. They're just all done. But yes, let me know what you thought of 73 Yards in the comments below. If you watched it, if you didn't, you can put both of your thoughts on those in the comments below as well, with anything you want me to cover on the channel. It could be a TV show or a movie suggestion or something completely different. And remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe. And that's it for this episode of the Everything Podcast. Goodbye.